Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Should the Suncoast bag the use of plastic bags? And at what age in life are we the happiest? The answer may surprise you.
I'm photographer Cliff Rolls, and my calendar is still jam-packed with events from society. I'll tell you all about what's going on in April.
I'm Beth. Dozens of great films are showing up as part of the Sarasota Film Festival, and today the festival director is here with his top picks.
I'm beauty expert Mickey Williams. I hit the red carpet for the opening of the film festival. Today I'll recap the best Suncoast looks and tell you tricks to always look great on that red carpet. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Mickey Williams and Cliff Rolls.
Yay.
Thank you.
Great to have you both
You
here.
guys have a lot
Great
of
to be
energy
here.
on a Monday.
This man is like fireball energy. I'm excited to be next to him because it's just going to weigh it off on me. I'm going to be doing cartwheels.
I
We
like
can
it too.
start here. Oh, no, it doesn't.
We got a ways to go, but that's right. There's something going on every day and night of the week around here, and that is what we like about it. And Linda's taken a couple of days off to spend some time with her family, so we hope she is enjoying herself. We are going to enjoy some great food in the kitchen today. We welcome back Chef Hal from Harry's Continental Kitchen. What are we making today?
Well, thanks for having me. Today we've got a lobster hush puppy with a roasted corn and navy bean succotash with a little red pepper aioli on top of it.
It's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully
Really
you're
good.
doing the cooking and not us, because that sounds complicated. We look forward to that. Always some great seasonal favorites from Harry's Continental Kitchen. I think the reason everybody's like mellow for this Monday is because it was a huge weekend on the Suncoast. Lot going on. We have actually some fun pictures to share, and this is from something that we didn't get to do, but we kind of wish we did. A familiar face in Lakewood Ranch this weekend. That's Flo Rida. And seriously, the pictures were popping up all over social media. He was here for the Firefly Gala to benefit 40 Carats. And I'm telling you what, that was called Suburban Moms Gone Wild. And as a suburban mom, I can say that. So I was not there, but I literally, this was all over my Facebook feed.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Isn't that hysterical? I love it.
Look at this.
And apparently he was the nicest guy ever, stopping to pose for pictures, happy to talk to everybody, you know, no star ego whatsoever. But that's a big get for a local gala, Cliff, don't you think?
I heard his background dancers were absolutely tremendous.
I
mean,
just think
it must have
that's
been a
fun.
fantastic concert.
Very fun. Very fun. So that's a good thing.
for a good cause, too.
Exactly. Yes, and for a very good cause. So we're happy that that event went well. And then, of course, we had some fun experiencing the red carpet with the Sarasota Film Festival. You will see Michael Dunaway here on our show coming up. But look at that. Mickey interviewing stars on the red carpet. And did you love talking to Rory Kennedy?
I did. I was like, I thought I asked her something that probably nobody else did because I'm obsessed with Laird Hamilton. But I asked her, is she like a pro surfer now? Everyone's like, what's your film about? And she's like, well, it goes a little bit deeper than pro surfing. It's actually about the character himself. I'm like, I know he's like the most amazing energy, but didn't you get up on the board? Like, I was so excited.
That's good, though. You know what? I mean,
Yeah.
it's good to have a different perspective on things. And then we do have to share our favorite moment from the red carpet.
She is my favorite. I mean, we attacked her as soon as she got out of the car, didn't we? Because we were just like, look at her, go get her. And you know, we felt really weird asking women what they were wearing because we know that can be a little bit weird, right, for some women when they're here promoting like all this activism towards women.
Yeah.
To ask them such a superficial question, but we couldn't wait to ask her, what are you wearing? It was she's like, I got these. She was German, and this is not a German accent, but she's like, I got these in Las Vegas, and it was so funny.
Who was it?
We don't know. We really don't. We couldn't make it out there, but she was done.
was fabulous,
Said she
whatever
never
she was.
misses a film festival. She's been here every year, and she's just.
And everyone took her photo.
Oh,
Everyone.
right.
I mean, everyone, because obviously she was dressed very eccentrically, and she carried it off and just owned the fact that she was there and was as sweet as could be. So
Good.
She was
our favorite
filled.
find from the red carpet.
Great set of legs too. We were saying, right? Like,
Absolutely.
wow, walking around in these stilts. It was awesome.
I know, Cliff, you don't take your pictures based on that, but women do. Maybe he does. We'll see how it goes. All right, lots going on this weekend. It is time for our first hot topic. topic, and Sarasota could be bagging plastic bags. Right now, small Florida cities do not have the ability to regulate grocery and retail bags. But city leaders are voting whether to be included in a pilot program that would allow Sarasota to impose new bans and rules on single-use plastic bags. Specifically on the Suncoast, environmentalists feel that plastic bags create waste and litter that can harm our wildlife and beaches. All right. Now, Mickey, I'm sure, has a progressive attitude as a New Yorker about this.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, New York has passed it, and they're saying, okay, we're going to wait a little bit before we enforce it, which is interesting because I'm like, why wouldn't New York? But then I went to Chicago, and it's in effect. And it's amazing. It's great. I think it's a wonderful.
Do you see it working here?
I would love to see it working here. I mean, plastic bags, any kind of recyclable material is good here, but these plastic bags are environmentally wasteful. And of course they are dangerous in many ways, especially with our coastlines and with all these wonderful wildlife running around here. I'm sure that there's been a few accidents with plastic bags as well. Yeah, paper, why not? You know.
More expensive.
Is it? Really?
I mean, I'm sure the cost will be moved on to the consumer anyway, but when you really think about it, there are statistics that say there are tons and tons and tons of these plastic bags, so they take so long to break down.
Decompose.
And they are literally just, lining a lot of areas. And, when I go to the store, I end up getting them because they're convenient, because then you can reuse them at your house, but then you never think about how it impacts the environment and other things.
Right. I mean,
I don't mind the way that the Europeans do it, and they charge you if you need a bag. I think that's a great idea, and do it, and like the same thing that they're doing in Chicago, they're going to start doing in New York. That way you're just a little bit more socially conscious about bringing a roll-up bag with you.
Right.
Because you don't want to pay the extra that's going to go on to the consumer. So I like that. I actually now have in my purse one of those like tiny little roll-up bags if I go to the grocery store. And I think it's a small way of making your mind change and go towards being a little bit more,
which I'm all for, but when I go to the grocery store, it involves 30 bags.
So you can get an IKEA bag. I have the IKEA bag in my car.
I mean, literally, when you're making mass grocery trips,
then it can,
then it can add up, and they probably would be charging me for paper because I'm going to have to be using bags. But I think if the big cities are doing it, there's no reason why we don't start to get on the ball.
Well, it is a pilot program that won't last very long, so they're just going to see how it works out.
Do a little test. Do a little test. We'll see how it goes. So no one likes noisy kids during a meal at a very nice restaurant. So an upscale Italian place banned them. There are no kids under the age of 5 allowed at Caruso's in North Carolina.
Not going
Since the ban, reservations have soared.
Really?
Now, the owner says he has faced some criticism, but for the most part, diners like going somewhere where they know it will be quiet and peaceful and not full of crying, arguing, or electronic devices. Is it okay if restaurants do this?
Yes.
I think, talking of electronic devices, everybody's using their cell phones loudly in restaurants. I'd rather they were banned than children under the age of 5. I mean, how dare they? This is talking as a grandfather of
Well,
2
and so you two don't feel bad. I will tell you right away as a mother, I am perfectly happy to have places kids aren't allowed because I want to get away from it too.
You need an excuse. I can't take you because you're not allowed.
Right.
You need an excuse.
Exactly.
I mean, I purposely don't book hotels if they're kid friendly. So why wouldn't I not? I mean, because I feel like there's going to be some point in my life where I'm going to be forced to go to a kid hotel, or I'm going to be forced to use those amenities like the kiddie pool. So why am I doing this when I don't have to? So I feel like if you're going to a restaurant, especially if it's a fine dining restaurant, bravo. I mean,
Well, and on the other side of it, though, you do penalize those who can't get a babysitter.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're going and taking an entire family of 4 with 2 under 5 to a fine dining restaurant, you can afford a babysitter.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say, that is a very nice place. So if it's a well-advertised, nice place. Funny, the owner said before he actually put the ban in effect, he made it as unkid-friendly as possible. No kids menu, nothing that a kid would want to eat. And it's
Humbug!
And then my theory is people probably brought kids and they were unhappy kids, right? Because there was nothing they could eat. There was no place for them to move around. And then they got...
Said, no, just make it official.
Just make it
no grenadine on the menu.
You people stay home. All right, at what age are we the happiest? Studies show that people's self-reported well-being goes up and down during stages of life, but that overwhelmingly those ages 65 to 79 report the greatest levels of satisfaction in life. The young 20s were the second happiest ages. And in the middle, 40s to mid-50s, that appears to be the tough time. This age group also reports the highest levels of anxiety, trying to balance work and family commitments, and then the balance of caring for children and aging parents. I love this study to think
So
that
do
the
I.
best is yet to come.
Yes, it's like we have something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Why,
I heard-
but
Sorry.
why is everybody in their 60s and 70s, like my in-laws and everything else, saying, oh my gosh, you're in your 40s, this is the best time of your life? So I don't get it. Like, if they're saying that, is it just because they see youth? Because
Well, it's not necessarily the best. It's more like happy. When, like, I think of Linda, she has no cares in the world. She says what she wants. She does what she
Yeah.
wants. She's not worried about certain things. Where I have anxiety over, okay, my phone is going to ring again. You know,
Yeah.
who is this? What do I have to do? And trying to align
you're trying
my
to prove
schedule.
more things. I get it. yeah.
You know, where she's like, I didn't get to it. Oh well, you know, kind of thing.
I just turned 64, so I'm looking forward to the next few years. I'm possibly going to be happier
Well,
by
and
the
you
sound
work-
of it.
You work very hard, but you love what you do.
I do. I'm
Yes.
very passionate about it.
And
But
you take your breaks every summer because you can.
that's right.
I mean, I can't take a break every summer like that.
This is
I
why I
think it's
work
great.
so hard now in order to be able to do that. Yeah, absolutely. But I can understand what Bo Beth said because, you know, when I was 38, 40, 50, all you're doing is trying to wonder where the next buck is coming from. And that causes a lot of anxiety. Then on top of that, you've got your divorces and all your private
Schedules,
problems and everything. Yes, menopause.
Kids,
yes, everything.
parents, stress. Yeah, no, I'm glad to. I'm hoping it's going to get easier. But no, I think that was a good
Yeah.
study. I think that gives a lot of us, you know, the golden
hope.
years.
It gives me hope.
The golden
Absolutely.
years are golden. Well, more than 1 million selfies are taken a day, and are they worth more than just shameless self-promotion? There's a new exhibit in London called From Selfie to Self-Expression. It explores the history of the selfie and its potential as a form of artistic expression. The show tracks self-portraits through the ages, and it actually demonstrates how the smartphone has enabled ordinary individuals to document the world around them.
Yep.
So is a selfie a work of art?
Yes.
And that comes from a professional photographer.
Absolutely. I'm going on a walkabout this year with a Polish photographer, a gentleman I met on a course in New York. And we're going for 5 weeks around the Dolomites. These are the panoramas that everybody strives for. I'm taking this and a lot of camera. He's taking a selfie.
Wow.
He takes his photographs with a selfie, has one of those screw-on lenses, and maybe a selfie stick as a sort of a tripod. And believe me, he will take absolutely dynamic, fantastic photos
Wow.
with his selfie. So yes, I agree. You know, obviously the technology has now advanced so much that they're as good as, if not better, than a lot of the DSLR cameras that I carry around. You know.
Wow.
I think
That's
it's a good way to document. I mean, Mickey, you're really good about it. All the different things you do, the places you go, you know, to have a digital file of that.
I think it's good. I think it does remind me of places I've been and things I've done, but I still haven't crossed that border, I guess you would call it, threshold of feeling okay to share all of that, like socially. Like having the video is great. I mean, having the picture is great, and knowing we were all together and we're there, I probably take more of those now. But crossing that threshold to kind of share it socially is really where I hit the wreck.
I kind of worry because when you do the selfie, really it's just your face. You're not really seeing very much. So I guess you find
Sometimes.
that balance of, how artistic are you being with your face.
But you're also with, it's not, it doesn't have to just be one person. It can be multiple people, and you can shoot it high, and you can get the background. There's all different ways of doing it, I think, and it's just, they're probably pictures that you wouldn't normally pull it out and be like, hey, let's get a selfie.
Well, a
So-
whole exhibit of it in London. I'm sure that concept will be coming here as well. So many zoos and animal centers offer sleepover programs, kind of for an immersed, unique education experience. Now you can sleep with a sloth. This slumber party lets participants hang out with sloths inside their colony habitat at the center, which is dedicated to rescuing sloths. He's not a sloth. You can't hold them, but you get to be up close and personal. You do, though, have to be quiet. They sleep 15 to 18 hours a day, and they are adorable.
I think this is a bad idea.
Why? You don't want to cuddle
If
with
you
him?
wake the sloth, what's going to happen?
He's
still an
so
animal.
slow. You're going to get away from him. He's like the slowest animal ever. You're going to be fine.
And
I
when-
feel like my boyfriend feels like he sleeps with a sloth every night, so I think it's totally fine.
Well,
He's
Cliff, you
alive.
said you think they're the cutest
I
things
think
ever.
they're absolutely. I'm thinking of the film Zootopia. I'm thinking of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And there are sort of sloths in there, and I fell in love with them on my various visits to zoos, and I've taken loads of photos of them. I think they're the most adorable animals.
They're
and this,
cuddly.
this sort of lack of speed is so good for me.
We're at a very Monday speed today, I
It
think.
is, it's sloth speed.
Okay, we're going to check out our 24-hour happy hour forecast. And when we come back, we're going to have to ramp it up, Cliff, because he's going to tell us about all the April events. Straight ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. A hot day today. Temperatures in the low 90s east of the interstate. We do have some big storms firing up to the north of us, too, where there are possibility of tornadoes and severe weather with storms up to 70 miles an hour with some of the wind gusts moving through the panhandle of Florida right now. You can see all that lightning now near Tallahassee. That's the leading edge of the severe weather. You can see the areas in red. Those are tornado watches now. We have a couple of tornado warnings in effect across parts of Georgia at this hour. Severe thunderstorm watch as well over portions of Georgia. For us, that is going to stay to our north. We're not going to deal with that one. 85 degrees right now, the dew point 64, so it's a little bit milder near the coast. It has been windy. All the winds feeding into that storm system to the north. The pressure 29.93 inches. And you can see from the satellite imagery, lots going on to the north. Temperatures, as I mentioned, in the low 90s inland, right near the coast, into the mid 80s. Well, much more in the forecast coming up today at 5. See you then.
Spring has sprung, but that doesn't mean things have cooled off at all on the Suncoast social scene. And as you know, our Cliff Rolls is what we call our society photographer, and he's here to give us a preview of his big favorite April events that we all need to go to.
Well, first of all, we have to say that February, March, and April were absolute madness. I mean, it's been crazy, and I haven't really stopped. It's now we're going into April. It is busy, but I see light.
You see light at the end of the tunnel.
At the end of the tunnel. That in May we're going to have a little less to do, but definitely, Bobeth, April has got some wonderful events. Let's start with them. Start with the Junior League. They're doing their 60th anniversary celebration on April the 6th at the Francis, celebrating 60 years and recognizing women who were the founding members. And this organization has brought people to our community like circuit judges and lots of non-profit leaders. They're women that are dedicated to volunteerism, and they do a fantastic job in town. There's a lot of people that don't know who the Junior League is and what it does. Get involved in it. I love them. This is, you know, legacy luncheons, Lily Pulitzer fashion shows. They do everything in the course of a year just to further the service of volunteers to the community, and I love them very much indeed.
And the next one, is this the blood bank?
That's the blood bank. We wrapped Rennie Hamad last year in raffle tickets on the way in, and she bought all those, bless her heart. Yeah, we got the Suncoast Blood Bank Red Hot Casino Night. Our Karen Gadu is going to be actually one of the croupiers there. She always serves the community. And this has been serving the community for over 65 years, providing blood and blood products to 14 community hospitals. There's an auction, there's blackjack, there's craps, roulette. It's a fabulous, fun night over at Michael's on East on April the 8th. You're going to love the Blood Bank Gala. Gracie McGillicuddy and her team are responsible for the wonderful child protection centres here in town. There's going to be 350 guests, beautifully designed to build awareness about the child protection centre's mission. Last year, I should say, they raised $450,000 supporting the 5 core programs. You see Grazie with the envelopes from the donations given by the audience. Loads of kids there. We love them to death. There's Bart Lowther singing a song for them. We brought all the children in at the end as well. The Blue Ties and Butterflies from the Child Protection Centre, Wednesday, April the 19th, again, at Michael's on East. And you all get a marble that you put in the pillar, and that gives hope for the awareness and to hope that one day child abuse will disappear everywhere. All right, so that's the Child Protection Centres. Pause on the catwalk, Thursday, April the 20th at the Ritz-Carlton. New chairs this year. It used to be Chris Falker and Alex Miller. Now it's got 2 new chairs, signature cocktails, a shopping reception, a premium raffle, followed by a delicious lunch. There's going to be a fabulous fashion show produced by Influence Style, a live auction and exciting entertainment. The attire, ladies and gentlemen, is white for women, black for men. It's one of the most entertaining. There's the fashion show. I photograph that area. I love doing that. Fashion show up on the catwalk as well. Sometimes they bring the animals up there as well, and they prance around on the catwalk,
the ones we just
having
saw
a
were
wonderful time.
Thing, so you know.
And they bring them out. They're all adoptable, Bobeth.
All adoptable.
All
Oh,
adoptable.
my goodness.
One of the highest end functions we have is the Greenfield Prize at the Hermitage Artist Retreat. It takes place at Michael's. And of course, this is the Greenfield Prize Award going this year, of particular interest to me because it's the first year it's recognizing the art of photography. And a $30,000 prize in the form of a commission is going to be presented to internationally acclaimed photojournalist David Burnett, who's worked for Time Magazine, Life, People. He's photographed every American president since Kennedy, covered every Olympic game since '84, and written loads and loads of books. Chris Caswell and Patricia there. That is the actual prize there that you see. It's a wonderful event. Takes place at Michael's on East. All right? So, the last one today is the Visible Men's Academy. Not many people know this place, and I think it's one of the best kept secrets, but it shouldn't be. The Shine On Gala is on the April 28th over at its location in Bradenton on 63rd Avenue East. Now, this provides boys with a strong academic character and social education in a nurturing school environment. It takes on about 98 boys in its classes, and it provides boys from low income and no income families with a high quality educational experience. They call their boys SUNS, S-U-N-S. It's a wonderful event. I'm going over there to photograph it. It's a Caribbean evening, so we can all wear our Caribbean stuff. Donna and David Kaufman, Melissa and Hakeem Morsley are the chairs this year, and we're going to have a fantastic time at the Visible Men's Academy.
That's
time for
a bunch of great events.
Absolutely.
But you just were saying something about your photos of the month.
Photos of the month. Drum roll, baby.
Who is it?
All right.
Oh,
Cirque d'Ivoire ended after 3 sold-out performances under the big top. This is Joe Bauer doing the Wheel of Death. In the background, you see the wonderful voices of Key Corral. And it was a fantastic time. They're taking this now to Washington. And I did the Sarasota Ballet Gala last week, and the performance was magnificent. This is one of the photos I got. There's Ricardo Graziano together with Danielle Ray Brown. This is a fantastic performance put on by the Sarasota Ballet.
Well, great photos of both events, and also great photos of last year's events, and we look forward to all of the events that are coming up. Now, if you guys want to find out more about Cliff's pictures and some of these events, you can go to his website, cliffrolls.smugmug.com.
Yes.
And next, Mickey, you were on the red carpet. You got a roundup coming for us.
I do. Some ways that we survive the red carpet in beauty.
All right, we'll be back.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
The official salon of ABC7.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
fun for the whole family. The 25th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County. Fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment. With headliners, the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Kim Betts, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4. Children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
Welcome back. April is Stress Awareness Month, and being stressed is not only bad for our mental well-being, it can actually hurt us physically as well. So today we want to ask Dr. Jenny from Age Vital Pharmacy about things we can do to keep our stress to a minimum. This is so much easier said than done.
Yes, we all need the answer to this.
If you have some magic solution, we're all about it.
Well, stress comes in all shapes and sizes, right? This whole entire country, I call it the most stressful country on the planet because everything is a stressor. People think just because, you know, if I scare you, boo, you know, that's a stressor. Your body releases what's called cortisol. The stress hormone goes through your bloodstream and then it causes you to have inflammation. And so that inflammation can affect all different parts of your system. So it can affect your neurological function, it can affect your digestive system, it can definitely affect your blood pressure, your heart, so all sorts of different things.
So do you find that people come to you, you know, say with some kind of physical ailment, and then you're able to talk about their lifestyle and choices, and you can trace it back to the stress and anxiety from cortisol?
Absolutely. That's what I love about functional medicine. So it's not just a quick little 2-minute office visit. When I'm speaking to one of my clients or one of my health coaches is speaking to one of our clients on behalf of a doctor, another doctor, MDs, DOs, we get referrals from them all the time. We love to address where their stressors are coming from. A lot of our gym rats are having lots of stress from over-exerting themselves, over-exercising. There is such a thing. Yeah. So then you're producing stress hormone from over-exercising. And then we have the elderly. If they already have elevated, you know, blood pressure, stressor right there can, you know, affect, you can have a heart attack if someone, you know, if they're mechanics isn't perfectly, you know, balanced out. So there's certain different things.
One of the things you did, and you brought some products to help us bring those things down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find ways that our stresses can be improved.
One of my favorites to protect neurological function, my Amino Pro, getting all those amino acids to protect the brain, so that way you're always producing that wonderful feel-good serotonin. The more serotonin you have, the less stress you're going to have. Cheat Zyme, that's for my people that love to cheat and add stress to the belly because they're eating lots of fats, they're eating lots of carbs, they're drinking lots of alcohol. That right there helps to, you know, protect the belly stress. And then my Adrenal Pro, that is the stress for your adrenal glands. Your adrenals are on top of your kidneys. So when those, you know, when those are overexerted, you're producing too much cortisol. So that Adrenal Pro helps to regulate that cortisol and just dump all of that cortisol out so you don't get that belly fat. There's a lot of people that are super stressed and they look like little baby Buddhas.
Yes, I know something. I know one.
My Neurocomplex, I call it Neurocomplex, but I should call it cellular, you know, support, but a lot of people don't know cellular, you know, it's too big of a word sometimes. But Neurocomplex, that helps to protect the cells. So when you're protecting the cells, then you're protecting the neurological function as well.
Okay.
My Detox Pro for my drinkers, people that love to drink and, you know, they just always have to have a glass of wine, they have their beer, and they're having a good time on the weekends. So that just helps flush out all of the toxins from alcohol. So I covered all of the different, you know,
I think I need every one
related.
of them.
So when someone comes to you, you try to determine
which
where
one are
they're
you?
dealing with their inflammation
and some
and their
people,
stress.
you know, I bundle it for them and they buy them all because everybody's life, you know, can be inconsistent. Like mine's inconsistent, you know.
Right.
Some days I'm, you know, stressed out because of the kids. Another, you know, taxes are coming, you know.
Right. It's always something. All right. Thank you, Dr. Jenny. You can find any of these products and get information from Dr. Jenny and her staff at Age Vital Pharmacy. It's on Main Street in downtown Sarasota, or you can check out her website at agevital.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk more about the Sarasota Film Festival.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. Let's check back in with Chef Hal from Harry's Continental Kitchen in our kitchen today. And spring has sprung. Tell us about your spring menu.
Yeah, we just started a few days ago our spring prefix menu. We got 4 courses for $40. You start out with a choice of soup. You move into either the choice of our hush puppies, which we're doing today with lobster in them, and a navy bean succotash, a carpaccio espagnole. It's got some green chili aioli on it and avocado with some tortilla chips, or the ahi tuna spring roll. Then you move into the entrees, and you get a choice between a prosciutto crusted scallop with a spring risotto. We have a veal meatball with a creamy Parmesan polenta and a tomato confit. And then you move to desserts after that, and you can't beat it for 40 bucks.
That is quite a deal, and now we're really looking forward to joining you. All right, we'll see you soon. So the Sarasota Film Festival kicked off with a Hollywood-style event at the Opera House Friday night, and our own celebrity makeup artist, Mickey Williams, was there, and she's going to give us a little bit of a red carpet beauty roundup. But first, I cannot wait to talk about everything we saw. You did such a great job jumping in there to talk to everybody.
Well, I learned from the best. I mean, but honestly, it was kind of weird because I've never done that before, and I kind of just talked straight from the hip. But it was fun because I knew a little bit about it, and some of my clients in the past, I've worked with Laird Hamilton, I've worked with Aisha Tyler. I was really excited about that aspect of it because I was like, oh, you know, I can talk to them about all the makeup and all the time we've met each other in New York. But when I got there, I really kind of was just blown away by the filmmakers. And you guys have a great job because you really get to go in there and you get to ask questions and find out really kind of like what is it all about? And you get to be moved by people just by their passion behind their projects. I remember we were thinking about, I'd go in there and I'd say, hey, you know, what are you wearing on the red carpet? Or what do you have on the red carpet? What kind of makeup are you wearing? And we realized that it wasn't really kind of cool to do that because that was a question that, you know, people in Hollywood didn't want to have asked. You know, they said, why don't you ask the guys this? So we ended up kind of swapping it, asking the guys, and we really were able to ask a lot of the women, you know, what moves you and why you're here. We didn't really go into that, but we did have some great outfits as we saw on the very beginning of the show. We did,
and some great conversations too. So let's take a look at all we were able to experience on the red carpet at the film festival.
ask you, since this is such a big film festival,
Sure.
what are you wearing?
So I have to check, actually.
Do you notice that the crowd is changing after all of these years you doing it?
Even though we do tend to have an older audience, lots of senior citizens in our audience, the audience in Sarasota is very sophisticated. We are able to put films in front of the audience in Sarasota that people in much larger towns and cities would not be able to accept or handle. So the older crowd has always been sort of with us, and it's really exciting to see the younger crowd kind of starting to catch on to that and join us as well.
Well, I mean, you have Laird, so you're going to have that whole millennial love fest, right?
Exactly right.
And everything he's made, he's done on his own, and the fact that he's been able to change the sport so radically over the course of his life, push the envelope so much, I think it's a really great story. It's one of the great untold stories.
Did you learn how to surf?
I have gotten up on a surfboard.
Yeah?
I will say that.
We're an international film festival. We got films in from 32 countries this year. International issues are local issues. And we also profile a number of incredibly strong, empowered women.
Now you're a filmmaker?
Yeah, I am.
Excellent.
It's the third in a trilogy about activist women.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for doing that.
I make those kinds of films.
I really think that one of the greatest developments of the last couple of decades of the film world is the greater involvement of women filmmakers. And on that side of the camera, on the behind the camera side.
Can I ask you a question? Is this your first Sarasota Film Festival?
No, I come every year.
You come every year?
Yes,
I really love it.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
You have a great tan.
Yes, thank you.
These are amazing. She got these.
Yeah, I buy in Las Vegas.
Especially with clothes. Oh, hey. I love it. Are you really? That's wonderful.
Who makes it? My kids are going to be embarrassed. Goodwill, $4.99. No way. Thank you. Goodwill, $4.99 on the pants.
I'm in an Amazon Prime dress myself. So.
Okay, I need an explanation here. It's good to see you with your clothes on?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Well, I was walking up to her, and she said, the other lady said, hey, it's great to see you with your clothes on. And I said, what? And she said, she's a nudist. And I said, well, bravo, very free spirit. Let's do an interview. And it just seemed that she was there with one of the filmmakers, and she was just said she was having a great time. And we asked her, okay, well, what are you wearing? Because that was what, since you're wearing clothes, what is it? And she's like, Goodwill pants. My kids are going to kill me, so it was cute.
Well, I think it's amazing. One, Goodwill has a lot of good stuff, but I think our film festival, what I love about it, it takes it beyond just being out to be seen. It's a lot of issues. Every year they tackle something important, and I love the fact that they are tackling issues that affect women and putting it out so there's a discussion to be had about that.
Absolutely, and they're so passionate about it. Like when we were interviewing with them, it was these women were just like, hey, you need to talk to her because she's the art director of this festival, and you need to really find out where she's seeing all of these improvements happening in film and behind the lens with women. And it was impressive because I'm sitting there like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just felt such gratitude, so I kept saying, thank you for doing what you're doing, and I was so excited.
Yeah. Right, so and it's truly about the films, and that's what makes this unique, and people are interested in the issues surrounding it. So it's a great event. It's going to continue on throughout the week, and we're going to continue talking about it too. When we come back, Vicki brought a few things to help us look great, whether we're on the red carpet or just out and about. Stay with us.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Until recently, getting older meant losing your energy, memory, sex drive, even gaining weight, but it doesn't have to.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jenny Wilkins, owner of Age Vital Pharmacy Research and Wellness. Reversing or slowing the effects of aging can be as simple as supplementing vitamins, minerals, and hormones that your body needs in order to look and feel young again. At Age Vital, we do this without taking harmful prescription drugs that often have a longer list of side effects than benefits. Growing older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Age well, Age Vital.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. More places to live for young working professionals in downtown Sarasota. Details on this new affordable loft building in the works. Plus a change of plans for a popular farmers market on the Suncoast. Why organizers of the Sarasota event are now staying put. Let's head over to Bob.
Well, right now, Haley, things are really heating up across the Suncoast. We had temperatures into the low 90s today. There's a cold front to the north of us producing all sorts of rough weather, and tornado warnings have been issued for parts of Georgia already. Severe weather warnings for parts of the Panhandle. You can see just around Tallahassee some intense lightning strikes there with a strong cell moving through. They could see winds up to nearly 70 miles an hour. There are separate tornado watches still in place for parts of the Panhandle and Georgia. We'll have more in our forecast coming up today at 5.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event Friday, April 14th and Saturday, April 15th, when the 8th annual Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash returns to Venice. Bring the whole family and enjoy genuine competition barbecue and award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Please join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time April 14th and 15th at the Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash. Free admission, parking, entertainment, and family activities. Get all the details at suncoastbarbecuebash.com.
They know what they're doing. So we've been talking, of course, about the red carpet with the Sarasota Film Festival and Cliff getting shots of Mickey. But Mickey brought us some products that can help us look photo finish ready at any minute.
Yes.
So we're dying to hear how you do it and how you have your clients do it.
Yes, so these are a lot of products that I use on my clients, but they're also products that I got to use on myself because I was part of the red carpet. So again, thank you very much for that experience. But I think first off is where we start with a lot of things is skincare. And this is a product that we've talked about before. We've all used this before. This is by Dermarche Labs. This is the Relaxin Lift, and this is the Relaxin Lift Gold. Now let's do a little explain to you how this works. This is basically your red carpet facial. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this little packet, you're going to wash your face just like you would. You're going to take this little packet, you're going to leave your skin damp, and you're going to squish it up like that. You're going to activate it, okay? And then you're going to take it off and you're going to put it all over your face. And what this does is it creates this little silica matrix underneath the skin that lifts and firms. Your like little fine lines and wrinkles kind of vanish, and your pore size. You've used this before. We used this actually on your wedding day.
Absolutely.
And it's an instant lift.
It's an instant lift, and this one has gold, so it gives you this beautiful kind of luminous effect too. So this is my secret. It's actually helped me make skin look better for a red carpet, and you can use it just to go to the the softball field or go play golf if you want. It's a truly genius product.
But great for any night out when you're trying to look smooth and put together.
Smooth. Yes.
Okay, and then what about our lips?
Lips are really, really important. This is very important for guys too because you're on the red carpet and you're talking the whole time. So you have to keep your lips hydrated or they'll get stuck like this. You know what I mean? So this is my favorite product. I use this all the time. This is the Bliss Dex Bliss Flip, and it comes in two different things. You can get it your soft and silky, which has silk extracts, which is a great, nice little sheen that works too. So it could be good for girls or guys, especially if there's any chap there. But if you have that super, super dry lip, the Ultra Moisturizing is amazing. That's the blue formula. It has shea butter and everything built into it, and it creates this really creamy kind of luscious look to your lips, but it doesn't have a shine, so it would be good for some guys who don't want that.
And it's fun to flip.
And it's fun to flip. Look at this. I love this container, so it's really great. Everybody loves it when I get it to them. It snaps perfectly.
All right, and then what about kind of highlights and contours?
Yes, lots of highlights and contours. I do this on both men and women just so they have a little bit more of a dimensional effect. Yes, we don't want them to look flat. And this is a great kit. This is by It Cosmetics. We bring them on all the time. This is Je ne sais quoi, and it's great because it has the little highlighter in there, ladies. It has a nice Bye Pores powder that me and Steph can't live without, honestly.
Love that.
It's built into that compact, so I can keep this right on me at all times, and I can add a little color, add a little contour, and also kind of, take away that kind of shine from the face, all in that one little kit. It's
and
genius.
it shows you how to use it. Yep,
Yeah,
it's portable and it shows you how to use it. And then here in Florida, we do like to look tan.
Everybody loves to
we
look
have to be
tan.
careful with the sun, so show us your favorite tan sheet.
Well, this we've used before again. This is the airbrush legs. This is by Sally Hansen. And Steph is going to show you my little beautiful packet. Now, that's just for me, but these are great little mitts. You can get these at Sephora. You can get these anywhere. And this product is incredible. It will stay on. It's practically waterproof, I tell you. But and it comes in all these different colors, so you can even be really fair, and it'll just add this golden touch to you. But what's so incredible about this product is that when it sprays, it can be messy. So my little tip for you, and sometimes I just use kind of, you know, watch out. I'm just joking. You spray it just like that.
Oh,
now
so
look,
you spray it on the mitt?
Will you lift that down for me? Look how white I am. This is ridiculous. And then look how gorgeous it makes.
Oh, wow.
My arm. Look at that.
Is
that not
an
incredible?
instant
It is. And so if I let this dry completely into place, then I will walk around looking like that lady that we showed with that beautiful tan on the red carpet. But look at that, dry, and there's no seams. That's why I like to use the mitt.
Okay.
And I can do this to anybody, and I don't have to spray and make a mess in their hotel room or on the red carpet.
Yeah, what
it's
a good
genius,
idea.
and it stays in place even in the heat. So we love that.
So we won't sweat it off and get streaky.
Pretty soon you'll be my complexion.
All right,
Oh, honey.
I love all the secret beauty
I've
tips
been
from Mickey. We can look great on the red
trying.
carpet, the galas, or any special night out. So thank you
Yeah.
very much. We'll be right back.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here, because
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Fun for the whole family. The 25th Annual Venice Sharks Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County. Fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment. With headliners, the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Kim Betts, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4. Children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Sharks Tooth Festival, April 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
The Sarasota Film Festival is March 31st through April 9th, featuring independent films from around the world, panels, parties, and conversations with stars, all happening in downtown Sarasota.
You don't want to miss it, so get your festival guide and choose the films and events you want to attend. Buy your tickets online, by phone, or at the Hollywood 20 box office. They go fast, so get them now.
So join us to see and be seen.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call Americare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Benderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60-plus craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Welcome back. So you know that concept where you decide you're going to have a party and you're like, well, I don't really want to like disturb the neighbors and, you know, maybe let them know there's going to be 50 cars pulling up. Yeah. So this is the sweetest thing. Somebody was celebrating the end of getting their PhD. So he posted a note that said, I'm submitting my PhD thesis, be going to have a good get together at my house. Would you do me the honor of coming over? because rather than have them all be offended, he just invited them all. So they came over, they cheered him on, and Reddit posted this and said that you could get yourself in big trouble if you invite the whole neighborhood sometimes, but they like the fact that everybody supported this. What do you think? Have you ever tried that?
That's the best way to get your neighbors on your side. You just invite them to your party.
Have you ever done that?
I don't.
I don't.
But that is what the best way is.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever had a party big enough that would have needed warning. I have certainly warned the neighbors, though, like, hey, we're having people over, there's going to be cars all over the street. I'm sorry, because it gets annoying.
I invited my building for my 30th
The whole
birthday
building?
party. Yep.
Did they come?
Yep, a lot of them did. One person actually came by and complained, and we're like, we put a letter up on the bulletin board saying it was my 30th birthday. And she's like, oh, if it's your 30th, okay, then have fun. And it was between 2 apartments, so it's like people were walking across the halls. So it was really fun.
And it was just last year. Can you believe it? All right, we're going to go see Chef Hal in the kitchen from Harry's Continental.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Banning plastic bags in Florida. Look at if the city leaders in Sarasota are for that ban. That's now being considered in Tallahassee. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, there's an incident on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in the southbound lanes. After the span there, you can see, though, still all green on the map, so it's not affecting any traffic at this hour. That's good news. Now over to Bob for more on our weather today.
Scott, it's summer-like. In temperatures right now, low 90s inland east of I-75. There could even be a few afternoon, evening thunderstorms developing along the sea breeze. This is not. This is a cold front, which is causing all sorts of headaches over the panhandle of Florida near Panama City, stretching to Tallahassee, where there are severe thunderstorm watches and tornado watches in place right now. The area in red is a tornado watch in effect for parts of the panhandle until 8. More on that coming up at 5.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
A unique celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota. La Musica, the annual international festival of chamber music, with renowned musicians from 4 continents. April 3rd through April 12th at the Sarasota Opera House and at Sainer Pavilion. Buy your tickets now.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday, and I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112.
Coming up Tuesday at 4 on Suncoast View, type 1 diabetes affects more than 1 million U.S. kids. We're going to talk to a mother and daughter about their family's experience with T1D and how the Suncoast can help find a cure. USF students are doing their part for Southeastern guide dogs. We'll meet one of the student trainers. Plus, Money Matters and My Delicious Vlogs. Nicole Kudal joins us in the kitchen.
And welcome back. Right now we're in the kitchen with Chef Hal from Harry's Continental Kitchen, and
Thanks,
oh,
Babette.
it smells amazing.
Well, thank you very much. Today we're cooking one of the appetizers off our spring prefix. That's going to be going on during April. It's going to be a lobster hush puppy. So I'm going to start by chopping up the poached lobster meat that we poached in a little bit of water with a little bit of salt in it. We're going to put the hush puppy mix in this bowl over here as well.
Should I do that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, what is this? Just the flour?
It's a flour cornmeal mixture that it's pretty universal, and it's hard to mess up. So just put it all in there. It's measured out. This is about a half recipe of what I would normally do. And then this is a lobster stock. So this is the water that the lobster was boiled in, plus a little lobster base. So then we're going to put that in there.
So that'll give it the good flavor.
And then we'll start with the whisking process, and we'll bring it all together.
You're dangerous. Cliff is like, let me back up.
But don't spill your rosé.
I know. Well, if it spills, it's got to go in there, right? Yeah.
That brings that together. Then we add the lobster meat in there.
And I noticed you didn't cut the lobster too small.
I like to have nice chunks in there, and you know, you can do it however you want.
How long do I whisk this for?
Well, that looks like it's pretty put together. We're going to put a little salt and pepper in there.
Well done.
Well, looks like it's a little loose
over.
too.
Get over here.
We've got a little 1-ounce scoop here. So what we're serving this with is a navy bean succotash with roasted corn and red pepper, and there's bacon fat in there and a lot of thyme and all that kind of stuff.
It's like comfort food.
It is.
And this has turned out a little thin. I need to well, let's go with it.
We'll go with it. So you actually put the ball of dough.
Yeah, and so hush puppy, everybody know the story of a hush puppy?
I don't know the
story.
story.
So it came from the Civil War times when the Confederate Army was down here and hiding from the Union. And in order to keep their dogs quiet at night, they fried cornbread or pieces of bread, and that's what they fed the dogs. And the hush puppies is how the name came from, and it's a pretty cool little piece of history.
That is a cool piece of history.
Fried cornbread keeps me quiet at night, too. So
It's interesting to me how well it goes together, though, in the oil.
Yeah, well, this is I put a little too much liquid in there, so it's a little thin.
I
but
didn't.
It's still
no.
well.
So other than that, we're going to plate this up. We've got our wonderful succotash here, which the great combination between this is that these fried dough balls really soak up all the goodness that these beans have been cooking in for hours and hours and hours. So you get all that smell and all that flavor.
And it doesn't take long to cook, apparently, because that was only a couple seconds.
Yep, no, when you're frying things,
really
you got to keep the oil at about 375 degrees. If it's too hot, it'll cook too fast, and the inside won't get done.
Oh, okay.
So
where does the word succotash come from?
I always remember from the Bugs Bunny, you know, succotash. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Okay, question answered.
Well, Hal, let's give those another couple minutes, and as you do so, talk to us a little bit about what you've got going out here.
This is the finished dish here of that.
Okay.
We've got our wonderful rum cake that we make in our bakery. We've got a carrot cake. I've got our homemade granola, which was my recipe. We've got our ultimate cookies, which are fabulous.
Oh my gosh.
Our Spanish sirloin sandwich is right there, and that is one of my favorites. It's got avocado, feta cheese, red onions, our homemade done sirloin meat, a lot of mayonnaise on there, and a French baguette.
That's amazing. And then I see that one of my favorites, because you've made it for us before, is that roasted corn
The corn salad's one of our options. It goes good with everything. That's probably my most favorite.
And these are options in your to-go area as well, correct?
Yes. That sandwich actually is on the restaurant menu as a special, but you could get something similar to that over there. The Shrimpers Benedict is grilled shrimp, poached egg, sauteed spinach, homemade hollandaise, bacon, crisples, and our wonderful salmon over there. So
my goodness.
We're going to go ahead and finish this off. And how we finish this is with a little red pepper aioli, which is basically just roasted red pepper.
All right.
And it shoots everywhere, right? And then we just kind of go over the top of it a little bit. So these combination of flavors that we have here with
beautiful.
All right.
Really, really meld. So
Guess
I've got
what?
a knife here. You might want to cut these in
with
half
the
a little
knife.
bit.
Okay.
And They get in here. They're cooked perfectly.
Oh, wow, they are cooked perfectly.
I kind of like them a little bit lighter than a little heavier anyways. So we'll cut those in half. It'll let you...
Bring me one over here.
That bread will...
I'll take a stab.
All right, take a
that
stab.
sauce in
Blow,
there. It's
'cause I
going to be
think they're
really,
pretty
really hot.
Really, really hot. All right, we love it when Chef Hal comes and cooks a
Thank you.
great creative menu at Harry's Continental Kitchen. And remember, they also have a great takeout area as well, so you can have chef food brought
right.
home and pretend you cooked it.
Come have our spring prefix.
Amazing.
Come have Easter with us. We're doing
Lots going on.
Passover pickup as well. So.
All right, great spring menu there, and thank you for the rosé. I like a chef that isn't afraid to have rosé all day, as he puts it. All right, Cliff, great to have you. Mickey, you as well. We hope we get to see both of you again very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and be sure to take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.
I need the rum cake.
Yep, the rum
I know,
cake
me
is
too.
fabulous.
That hot dog jumped right off the fork.